Back. Glad to be here. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. As you might have noticed, Captain. We have a new video uploaded landing in Edmonton. I didn't do the whole thing live because I wanted to make sure my FS Airlines was going to behave correctly. I do want to go into FS Airlines and see if it'll still work when I change.
Forms.main row 1 FSU IPC's Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.
Pop-up window. Warning.
Unpaused. Navigation on. Beacon on.
Okay, yeah, I guess that helps, don't it?
860 forward side.
Sorry about that. It was paused. Didn't even know it. I do want to open up.
Folder view list. Self-loading cargo image files 20 of 22.
By the way, chat.
Microsoft Flight Ops 20 Forms.main column 3 FSU IPC 7. 6 star untitled notepad column. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Folder view list. Simage files 20. Simage files. Restream chat 7. Battery discharge light on. Restream chat row 1 column 1. Restream chat 5%. Header clickable. Typo message. Edit blank. Clickable menu. Disable button. Enable button. Clickable typo message. Typo message. Edit blank.
All right, chat is up.
Simage files row 1 column 2 of 7. Simage files. Items view list. Flight Simulator for FS Airlines 3 of 10. Cut copies. Rename share. Delete pop-up. Run as administrator. Open file. Run as administrator.
I'm gonna try to fix an option on here.
Login button. Press. Button. Button. X button. Home button. Options button. Flight info. Options button. Press. FS Airlines. Button. Button.
Go
X
here
button.
real quick.
Options button. Save changes button. Flight information button. Flight button. Exit button. Sound checkbox checked. Tracker on checkbox. FS messages checkbox. Tracker on checkbox not checked. Check.
Tracker on.
FS messages checkbox not checked. Penalties off checkbox not checked. Button. Button. X button.
Keep speed not above
Home button.
190 knots. WestJet
Press.
174.
FS Airlines. Button. Button. X button. Home button. Options button. Flight information. Flight button. Exit button. 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 X button. Home button. Options button. Press. FS
I
Airlines.
don't think
Button.
it saved
Button.
it. Hold on.
Home. Option. Save change. Flight button. Auto login checkbox. Sound checkbox checked. Tracker on checkbox checked. FS messages checked.
174.
Tracker.
You are one
Okay,
too
it's
low.
on now. So let's save it.
Flight info.
Contact
Save changes button. Press. FS Airlines.
118
Button.
decimal tree.
X
When
button.
inbound
Home.
on the
Options.
approach.
Flight. Flight. Press. FS Airline. Button. X button. Exit button. Back button. Fuel up. Press. Electric hydraulic pump number 1
Fuel
low.
up.
Button. Button. Flight button. Exit button. Flight button. Left IRS total fuel. 24,000. Press.
Decimal tree. WestJet.
Right IRS mode selector nav. FS Airlines. Left fire. Button. Button. X button. Exit button. High speed. Reverse button. Total fuel. 24,997.1 pounds. 3,731.3 gallons. Total fuel low. 0. Left fire warning light off. Right fire warning.
I feel like that
Fire
fuel
extinguisher
is not
left. FS Airlines.
correct though, but we'll find
Simage
out
row 1
here in a
column 2 of 8.
minute.
Simage
Let
5.
me
FS Airlines. Restream chat row 1 column 2. Restream chat row 1 column 1. Restream FS Airlines. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Ops 29.1. Forms.main row 2 column FSU IPC 7. 6 star untitled notepad. Top star untitled notepad. Land. Altitude cruise height. Easy F double. Block fuel 30,215 pounds.
Edmonton approach.
Oh, block fuel should be
Easy F block fuel
30,000.
30,215 pounds.
1,100 feet.
Flight recorder normal. Flight recorder light on. Field pressure left. Restream chat row 1 FS Airlines. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight. Total fuel. 24,997.1 pounds. 3,731.3 gallons. Total fuel low. 0. Flight recorder test. Flight.
We'll see if that gets
Left IRS light off. Left
updated
FMC light on.
because
Left
it
IRS light off. Left IRS
should.
light on. Right IRS light off. Left IRS
I
light
might
off. Left
just
IRS
have to
light on.
restart.
Left IRS light on. 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 Right IRS light on. Right IRS light off. Left IRS light off. Right IRS light on. Left IRS
FS
light on.
Airline,
Left
but
IRS
that's
light
not
on.
a
Right IRS light
problem.
on. Left IRS light on. Left IRS light off. Left IRS light off. Right IRS light.
But yeah, check out the video we uploaded. Pretty good video. We had a good landing. I was a little worried there at first, but it ended up being Stupid IRS. There, my gosh. I was a little worried about that at first, you guys. Yeah, I was a little concerned about it, but ended up being okay. We still had a good landing. Like I said, go check out the video. It was actually, it was a good landing. You're going to think, oh, this landing's about to be bad, but then you'll see what it ends up being, and you're going to be like, what? I know you will, because I was, right? So, anyway, I'd like to make sure that we are good on the stream, because I'm not getting no chat into the chat yet, so I'll just check that myself real quick. It don't take but
All
a
right,
second.
I'm going to check out the aircraft.
Well, This I can't
Menu
delay.
type off
So
FMC display menu 1.
it's
Menu.
done
Menu.
first. Left
Item.
soft 1 for
Item. Item model and rating. 1. Snap data act 2. Eric 23. Land.
Eric data is up to date. We're good
Posing
there.
1/3.
Right soft 6 for position it, posing it.
2. 8. Field of 2. Scratch
Alt
the plus
S, and then we'll do CYEG, hit enter,
FMC display as red only. Alt plus home
wait
2.
for it to update.
CDU1
Left
ready.
soft 2,
Red air 2. Side 53 degrees 18.6
That's
W.
good.
113.
Right
XRT 1 slash 3.
soft
Go left
six,
C 1.
group
Side CYYZ. Go left 2. Site DBI 090W. Colon 2. Colon space CYEG. CYYZ.
good there. So we'll do Alt A,
Step slash R index 1 slash 1.
go to our departure and arrival.
Step slash R. 1. Left step side R greater. Side
We'll
departure 1
do
slash 1. Sys side departure 1. Sys
departure
runway 1. Side 20. Microsoft Flight 6 star untitled book at column 3 of 8 star untitled book. Land. Side slash 02 and YEG slash 02. Space. N. Space 20 slash 02. Side departure 1.
So
Side departure
runway
1. Sys runway
2.
1. Side 202. Land 2. At 112. Land 1. Side 202.
Contact Edmonton Tower.
CDU number 1. Side departure 1 slash 1. Side departure 6 runway 1. At 1 less. Star untitled. N0462 F ECT. Riley. ECT. CT.
We're going direct to Riley.
Side departure 6 runway 1. At 1 less. Land 2. 3. Land 2. Land 1. At 1 less cell greater 02. 6 runways. 1. At 1 less cell greater 02.
So we're just going to execute here.
CDU number 1 execute key unavailable. CDU number 2 execute key unavailable.
Go to our route page.
XRT 1. XRT 1 origin 1. Side CY.
Back to
Step slash R index 1
departure
slash
and
1. Step slash R
arrival.
index 1 slash 1.
Right soft 2
CYY
for
0. CYY
arrival.
stars approaches. 1. Awesome. Star untitled book. Star untitled land. Character term 05. Slash. CYYZ. Awesome 6. Object. T. O. T. N. I.
Good day.
Otnik.
Awesome 6. O. E. O. X. U. M.
Boxing 6. Otnik.
CYYZ. Slash. 05. CYYZ stars approaches 1. Awesome 6.05 Bill 05. Oxygen level 68%.
Right soft 1 for
CYYZ rival 1 stars
ILS
approach 1. Awesome 6.05 G slash F1. Awesome 6.05 less F stars approach 1. Awesome 6 less L trans G slash F2. Bergamot slash out trans 3. Object Zigam. Land 4. Student. Land 5. Land 4. Student. Land 3. Object Zigam. Colon 3. Colon space. O. T. N. I. A. Space.
Otnik.
Land 3. Object Zigam. Trans 2. Object less L greater on slash trans G slash S. 2. Object less L greater on slash out greater.
Execute.
CDU number 1.
Leg
XRT left 1.
page.
XRT left 01. Riley slash. 080 degree 45.3 nm.
080 degrees.
MCP edit dialog edit. Edit input edit plus E data selected.
Continue to toll it as planned.
XRT left 1. MCP edit 80. MCP altitude 10,000 feet.
And maintain 8,000 feet.
MCP altitude 10,000 feet. Star untitled book at row 1 column 2 2 star untitled land. Lock kilo EZFW cruise high 56. Altitude 33,000 feet. Land. Altitude 33,000 feet. XRT lex 1 slash 7 dialog FMC display XRT lex 1 slash 7080 degrees 45 point.
57 tree. Generic uniform Sierra India descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
MCP altitude dialog altitude input edit alt plus E selected 10,000. 3 unselected. 33,000. XRT lex 1 slash 7 dialog FMC display XRT lex 1 slash 7 star untitled book Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 restream chat column FS Airlines row 2 ops 29.1 forms name column close and checklist grouping. Restart configure support comp buttons. Connect voice pause performance. Close and checklist grouping. Start and buttons. Restart configure support comp buttons. Connect voice pause close and checklist performance. Close and checklist after start taxi support 0 combo box collapse edit plan 33,000 button combo box collapse 0 button combo box collapse 30,000 31 32 33,000 button combo box collapse yes select button combo box 1 selected 5 0 knots ground speed
Generic uniform Sierra
wind
India.
148 knots just at 0 knots
8 knots.
10 selected 5 selected instead
5,000
So I think we'll do it at
1 5
1 2 approach via make transition.
flaps 5, I believe.
button combo box collapse 2 selected the 1 button combo box collapse on select edit selected 30,200 edit selected edit selected edit selected edit selected edit selected 1 edit selected 84 edit selected CYY 05 button combo box collapse edit plan full button
Expect ILS runway.
combo box 05 button combo box full button combo box collapse 25 20 30 40 40 40 0 button combo box collapse 1 1 2 3 edit selected edit select edit select edit select number SIMD combo box collapse edit number SIMD reconfigure support comp buttons connect voice pause performance close and check performance data grouping edit selected side
Alright, there's our performance. We'd like to see something here.
restart configure support company buttons connect voice performance data grouping edit selected side
Parking brake on.
WestJet 57
Parking brake light on.
over 6 miles north. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect
XRT lex 1 slash 7 row 1 column 2 star untitled book at column Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0
Clear to obstac.
Parking brake off.
Keep speed not above 190 knots.
Okay. There, got my mic set up. I like the studio mic. You guys can probably, hear me really good with that. I need to make sure here real quick.
Clear to obstac WestJet 57 Keep speed not above 190 knots. Generic uniform Sierra India tree, descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 190 knots. Generic Uniform Sierra India, you are 11 miles west of Edmonton. Contact Edmonton Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound.
All right, there we go.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep
Audio
speed,
should
not
be
above
good. The
190
stream should be
knots.
good.
WestJet 57 tree.
Yeah, it sounds good anyways. So I'm going to keep that
Tower
going
118
for a
decimal
few
tree,
minutes.
Generic Uniform Sierra India. WestJet 57 tree, you are 10 miles northwest of
The
Edmonton.
way that I decide I'm going to do it when I reposition so it don't mess us up anymore, I will pause first officer. Oh, we're stuttering for some reason. Why are we stuttering?
WestJet 437, descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Edmonton approach Air North 772 is passing 8,800 feet, descending 6,000
I
feet.
don't know what that was about.
Air North 772 Edmonton approach altimeter 30 decimal
But
01.
hopefully-
Continue to MIP it as planned. Air North
Hopefully that's not
772, contact
doing that
Edmonton
to you guys
Center on
now.
134.7.
Y'all let me know if it's stuttering on your end. Hopefully it's went away.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, WestJet 437.
Alright, we'll see what happens.
Going to 1 tree, 4 decimal 7.
Anyways.
772.
Hopefully you guys are good. We'll close that. I'll see if someone can connect us to make sure we're not stuttering. Tell Brandon, will you make sure the live stream's not stuttering? Tell Brandon, will you make sure the live stream is not stuttering? Send. Okay, wait to him. All right.
WestJet 437, you are 6 miles north.
Like I was saying, I'm gonna pause first officer next when I reposition, and then unpause it, and it should be good. I'm gonna leave my flaps out until we get to like 220 knots. Even though normally you don't do that, but I'm going to do that because of stabilization and all that, sensitivity with the yoke.
Aircraft is good.
Expect ILS runway 12 approach via obstruct transition. Clear to obstruct WestJet 437. WestJet 437, descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 190 knots.
CDU number to execute key available.
Descend and maintain 5,000
Forms.name row 1 column 228. CDU number to exit forms.name. Microsoft Flight Sim ACT-1/7 column 338. ACT-1/7 dialog FMC display ACT 1 02 03 04 05 RMP 6 1.00/0.07 NMRTE data creator. ACT data. Land. 6. Let's select request. Wins. 6. Let's select request. Land. 6. Let's select request. Wins. 6. Let's select request creator.
WestJet 437, you are 10 miles.
Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CDU number
CRZ wind uplink ready.
6. Let's select request creator. Left FM.
Okay.
Land. 6. Let's load.
Load
Left
it.
FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CDU number 1 execute light on.
CRZ
CDU number 2
wind
message light on.
uplink
CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 2 exit. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light off. CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number.
Forecast uplink ready.
RT 01, runway 316/Florida 189, 02, wing 316/Florida 271, at RT 1/7.
Got 7 pages here. We'll go through all that. Wait for everything else
Act
done
permitted
here.
1/2, act permitted G. 1, 170, plan slash fuel 2, dot slash 30.3, 306 degrees slash 20, total fuel, 30,211.5, plan
Okay,
slash fuel
fuel's
CRT 2,
good.
dot slash 30.3, 306 degrees slash plan slash 2, dot, colon, dot slash, seatbelt select 30, dot, 3, left side window heat on,
30
left forward window heat on,
.3,
right
so
with
let's
plus
put
plan,
that
right forward
in.
window heat on, right side window, left forward window heat light on, right forward, 3, dot, 0, 3, 0, dot, 3, land, left back auto, right back auto, FMC display at red on wheel plus home 2, dot slash 30 point, flight altitude 33,000, landing altitude 500,
CDU1 ready.
auto brake RT plan slash 2, 30.3 slash 30 point, ZF double 3, 140.6 minus 58 degrees F minus 50 degrees C, altimeter, 1016, right. MOD permit 1 slash 2, auto throttle arm light on, CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 1 execute key
There we
available.
go.
M1 limit 122, less to less L greater CLB greater. Take off red 120. 1 flex QRHD 1, 5 degrees 153 greater. 27 KN 1 DR, 1, 5 degrees 153 greater. Flex QRH 1, 5 degrees 153.
All right, here we go.
Flex QRH 1,
Brandon
5 degrees
Armstrong.
153 greater 153.
The stream's fine.
GPW less light on.
Oh, good deal.
GPW
Brandon,
listen, light
you
on.
decided to pop in for
Flex
a
QRH 1,
second.
5 degrees 153 greater 153. Left low light on, right low light
153
on.
knots for V1.
Level 27 KN 1 2, 102.3 slash 102.3 155 greater 155.
155 from
GD 23,
VR.
26.3%, 4.96, 162 greater 162.
And
GPW less light on.
162
Airspeed, low.
for V2.
Sync rate.
CD trim 3, 26.3%, 4.96, 162 greater 162.
4.9 on trim, so we're going to do right bracket control
Trim by elevator,
Z.
trim 4, trim 0, trim 0, staff, trim 400, staff, trim staff.
4.92, we're going down to
Too low. Gear. Too
2.9.
low. Flaps.
3.9,
Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Bank angle.
3.57, 3.54,
Approaching
3.3,
minimums. Minimums.
3.38, 3.3, 3.3,
2,500.
3.18, 3.14, 3.12, 3.09, 3.07, 3.06, 3.03, 3.02, 2.98, 2.97,
200.
2.93, 2.91.
100.
That'll work.
Taylor trim at red.
2.91.
Electrical staff trim normal, autopilot staff trim normal, button staff trim up, button plus S.
20.
Staff trim normal, staff trim normal.
Most stab trim is
Take
normal.
off red 1 slash 2 dial off FMC display, take off red 1.
Back to
Windshield.
our
RT
leg
elect 1,
page.
RT elect 1, 080 degrees 41, run 316 slash 189.
Yeah, Brandon, it's gonna be exciting, man. I can't wait to get you and Josh in the game here, where you guys we can do some shared cockpit stuff,
GPW
do
listen,
some
light on.
flying together. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
080 degrees 41, run 316 slash 189.
Okay,
At RT 080 degrees 45.3 nm.
so 080 degrees.
1, run 306, 091 degrees 55.4 nm. Transponder mode off, transponder mode STTY.
Next heading will be 91 degrees for next heading.
01, 08, at RT
So-
001, run 300, 02, wing 303, east point 04, LTAC 05, young point 789. At
That
RT,
looks
at RT
good.
111, bit point 712, VLR 113, 5.14, bit point 15, odd bit points. At RT elect, at RT
Checking
elect
route
111,
pages.
maple point 112, drop at 113, 2.791 slash 4 to 330, 114, settle point 115, there 303. At
That
RT,
looks
at RT
good.
elect 111, Oxford 303 slash 13,912, duos 250 slash 10,013, 113, Depot 220 slash 8,008, 104, Urbis 220 slash 6775, 205, Mobile 210 slash 6,000.
Okay.
At RT elect 201, Cell 210 slash 5119, 202, 210 slash 4797, 203, Little 210 slash 4474, 204, 210 slash 4152, 205, Vector 210 slash 4152,
Okay, we got a vector on line
205, Vector
5.
210 slash 4152, 236 degrees CRK, 4, 236 degree 3, 236 degree 3, 214, 205, Vector 200. At RT 01, double 194 slash 3008, 02, Curve 161 slash 2020, 03, RW 05 slash 619,
Okay.
02, Curve 01, double 194 slash 3008, 084, at RT elect 6 slash 0841, double 194 slash
So we'll
3008.
take left off 1. Go back
At RT
up.
elect land, Delta 6, RM5, Vector 210 slash 4152,
Left off
MOD RT
5.
elect 5 slash 7, CDU number
Execute
06, 5, double slash 3008,
3000A. We're gonna get rid of
Scratch
that
the middle,
A. So we'll type in 3000. Hit enter. Do
FMC
alt
display at red on wheel
home.
plus home 5, double slash 3008,
CDU1
RM6,
ready.
1.316, RMP slash actual 5, double 194 slash 3000, RMP slash 5, double 194 slash 3008.
Left off 5. I did that
0645,
wrong.
double 194 slash 3008. CDU number 1 execute key available, MODR. CDU 065, double slash 3000.
There we go.
RMP slash 6, 1.00 slash 0.06 NM. At RT elect, at RT 01, curve 161 slash 2020.
There we go.
056 degrees 5.3 NM. 1, curve 056 degrees 4.4 NM. 2, RW 05 slash
And it
619.
looks like we got a nice transition. Let's take a look here.
Land, not a date 6, 1.00 slash not a database. Land, not a date 6, RMP slash actual.
Oh, I messed
Press
up
the clear.
right there.
RMP slash actual, 5, Aztec slash 3000. 012 degree 4, INTC slash 057 degrees HDT 1.43, 1100 slash 1100. 057 degrees 82, RW 05 slash 6051, curve 161 slash 2020. 05 at RT elect 6 slash 7.
Okay, let's go back up 1.
At RT elect 5, land, 4 at 6, RMP slash 5, double 194 slash 3000. 064, 3210 slash 4415.
Okay, so
064 degrees 15.3 nm.
64
4.
degrees,
064 degrees 15.3 nm.
15
5.
miles. Then
Double
we got to
190
go
RMT slash
to
actual. 5. Double 194. At RTU 056 degrees 5.3 nm.
56 degrees.
1. Curve 161 slash 2020. 05 at RTE leg 6 slash 7. At RTE leg 6 slash 7. At RTE land 4 at 6 RMT slash at 5. Double 190 RMT slash actual. 5. Double 194 slash 3000. 064 degrees 15.3 nm.
Yeah,
4.
we'll be
3210
good.
slash 236 degrees 3.0 nm. 3. Little 236 degrees 3.0 nm.
236
4. 3210
degrees.
064 degrees 15.3 nm. 4. 3210 slash 44 064 degrees 15. 4. 236 degrees 3.0 nm. 3. Little 210 slash 46 236 degrees 3.0 nm. 3. Little 210 slash 46 92. 236 degrees 3.3. Little 210 slash 46 92.
Okay.
202.
Brandon
210 slash 49
Armstrong.
68.
I can't wait to
At
fly.
RTE leg 5 slash 7. At RTE leg 6 slash 7. At
John
RTE leg 6 slash
Lines.
051. Curve 102. RW 05 slash 619.
Up to
0573.
619. I can't wait, Brandon. It's going to be a lot of fun.
INTC slash 05. Aztec slash 3000.
So we got to do a go around. We'll be going up to
RMT slash actual 6.
3,000.
1.00 slash. At RTE leg 7 slash hold at 1. Aztec 230 slash 3000.
And holding at
Hold
3,000
at. At RTE leg 7 hold at 1. Aztec 200 colon. 1 colon space A B T E K.
at Abtech at 3,000 feet.
At RTE leg 1 slash 7. At RTE leg 01. Runway 316 slash
Yeah,
189.
it's going to be fun, Brandon. I've already got some flights that I think we're going to do. One of them, we're going to need to have the auxiliary tanks on the 739ER. And then the other one, we might need the business jet one because it can go further, I think. But we'll see. All right, so
At RTE leg 1 slash 7. Forms.main row 1 column 228. Forms.main. Message reflect land wasn't on minus option on minus wasn't land. Reflect flow completed.
pre-flight
Red
flow
only
is
selected.
completed.
Close and checklist proven. Pre-FLT flow button. Pre-FLTCH KLST button.
So let's do our pre-flight checklist. Get that out of the way.
Are you ready for the
At RTE
briefing?
leg Microsoft
It
Flight
will be a
Simulator 1.
left
Microsoft
seat
Flight Simulator 1.
takeoff from Charlie, Yankee, Echo, Golf, to
Perfect.
Charlie, Yankee, Yankee, Zulu. Taxi route
Um,
is per ATC instruction. We'll be departing on runway 02, climbing via the departure procedures to an initial altitude of 33,000 feet. Standard reject and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
I know we got some people excited about
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
just doing some refreshers and stuff, which we're going to be doing with you, Brandon, because it's been a minute for you. Hold on, that messed
Forms
up.
on main row 1 column 2. Close and
I
checklist
got
proven.
the
Before start flow.
audio
Before start stop.
on.
Restart config support compass buttons. Connect voice. Close and checklist proven. Start engines button. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft.
Navigation. Transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode
There we
selected.
go.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Heading set altimeter set.
Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel
How's
control
my
switches.
audio,
Checklist
Brandon, as far as my
complete.
voice? Does that sound okay?
Forms on main row 1 column 2. At RTE leg 1 slash. At RTE leg. Menu.
We'll go
Better
there.
Doors 1 slash LN. Doors 1 slash 2. LN 1. Let's close door open door greater. LN 2. Let's open door open door. LN 1. Let's close door open door greater. LN 3. Doors 1 slash LN 1. Closing open door greater. LN 3 2. Let's open door open door greater.
Rings.
L over 3. Let's open door
It
open door greater.
does.
Oh, I forgot.
Main rack. Start search open the next button. Left FW task view toggle button. HP support assistant. Show hidden icons button. Talking flight monitor button 1 of 10. Engine number 1 FW. DLO FS airline. Sim brief downloader. Right click for options button 3 of 10. Doors 1 slash 2 dialog FMC display. Folder view list. Sim files 20 of 20. R3 DVP MDP ops PACH 19 of 22. Cut copy rename share. Delete top of run as administrator A2 of 9. Folder view list. Sim brief downloader. Right click for
Almost
options button 4.
forgot.
11. PACH loading window.
Brandon Armstrong.
Menu toggle button not pressed.
Audio's perfect.
Press button. Start flight button. PACH start flight window button. Fly with career mode checkbox. Check. Manage. Combo box expanded. PFR global fleet selected. PACH button. Fly with career manage careers button. Edit side. Edit low. Edit 30. Edit 3. Edit 20. Edit 0. Edit 30. Cancel button. Next button. Button. Slider 168. Aircraft is live. Aircraft as out system check. Aircraft is
Good
live.
deal.
Check. Aircraft check. Previous button. Next button. PACH start flight window button. Play boarding music check. Custom safety group check. Cancer slash cancer meal check box check. Custom card request flight number content. Previous button. Start button. PACH start flight window. Menu toggle button pressed.
Almost forgot. But we're okay.
PACH. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.001 column 2 of 9. Doors 1 slash 2. Doors 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. PACH grid HUD.
Oh, I
At
got
folder
to
view
get
list.
rid
PACH
of
19 Dragon. Start top search toggle open the task view toggle HP support show hidden icons hide show hidden icons. PACH button 1 of 11. Context show open and activate vocal toggle LT. Activate open interaction and activate toggle LT. Red unknown. Speed trim failed icon. Not trim failed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Left app fuel come on. Right app fuel come on. Left center fuel pump on. Engine number 1 at low pressure light off. Engine
There
number 1
we
center
go.
low pressure light on. Right center fuel pump on. Engine number 2 FWD low pressure light off. Engine number 2 center low pressure light on. Engine number 2 at low pressure light off. Engine number 1 center low pressure light off. Electric hydraulic pump number 2 on. Engine number 2 center low pressure light off. Electric hydraulic pump number 1 on. Electric hydraulic pump number 2 low pressure light off. Flight control A low pressure light off. Electric hydraulic pump number 1 low pressure light off. Flight control B low pressure light off. Left takeoff. Right takeoff.
I
Right
do
research takeoff.
know
Left
for
research takeoff.
sure,
Left
actually,
takeoff. Right
Josh
takeoff. Right takeoff.
is he's gonna be getting to him anytime now, so he'll beat you on yours, Brandon. But me and Josh will test out the shared cockpit, and we'll let you know how it turns out. Just giving you a hard time, Brandon. He will get his before you, but
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. CDU number 1 message light off. CDU number 2 message light off. Left master caution light off. Right master caution light off. Air systems warning light off.
Dear passengers, this is to inform you the aircraft doors have been closed. In order to push back on time, all passengers must be seated with your seatbelts fastened. All luggage must be stored in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. The cabin crew will be passing through to make their final safety checks before pushback. Thank you and welcome aboard.
you are welcome.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Doors 1/201 column 228. Doors 1/2 dialog FMC display doors 1 FS actions. Auto. 3. Let's doors cruise. Land 4. Let's push back. 4. Let's push. Land 4. Let's push back. Push back. Degrees com 4. 0.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
FS actions. At RTE Lex 1. At RTE Lex 1/7. Land 6. 1.00/0.06 NM RTE data rate. At RTE data 1/7. Land 6. Let's Lex request.
I forgot. I think I already did the weather, but I want to make sure.
Land 6. Let's Lex request greater. Left FMC light on. Right FMC.
CRZ
CRZ
wind
6. Let's
uplink
go.
ready.
CDU number 1 execute key available. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 1. At RTE Lex 1/080.1. Runway 316/Florida 189.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, me and Declan was talking on the phone today about Microsoft needing, and they really do, they need to make it easier to adjust the different yokes and stuff that you're using when you're on Microsoft. And he's right, they do. I tried to use TeamViewer, but the person on remote said they didn't see nothing but a black screen, which I don't know why. I mean, it's a brand new computer. I know it's not nothing wrong. I don't know if it's where I don't have a monitor hooked up and I need to hook up a dummy, it's a dummy monitor plug that goes on the back of your computer, makes you think you got a monitor when you actually don't, but alright, let me
At RTE Lex 1/7. 080.1. Runway 316/Florida 189. 0 at RTE Lex 1 080 degrees 45 1. Runway 316/Florida 189. 091 degree 2. Lane 316/Florida 271. 091 runway 316/Florida 189. 091 degree 55.1. Runway 316/Florida 189.
alright.
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger
Let me
carry-on
make
items
sure.
in the
Microsoft Flight
overhead
Simulator
bin.
1 forms.name column 3 forms.name. Close and
Underneath
checklist. After
the
3
seat
FF flow. Before
furniture.
taxis flow. Before CH
Unless
message.
you're
Before
in
start
the
flow.
front
Completed.
row, please
Land.
place
Before
all
start
of
flow.
your
Completed.
items in
After
the
start flow button.
overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding
Start engines button.
location for
Before
your
start
carry-on
CHKLST.
items,
Before start flow button.
please let a flight
Before start
attendant know
CHKLST
and
button.
we'll be happy to assist.
We'll do our before
After
start
you place your
checklist.
carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also, be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way
Before
other
start flow button.
passengers
Before start
can get
CHKLST
by
button.
you.
Pressed.
If you are seated
Before
in an
start
emergency
checklist.
exit
RTE Lex 1/701.
row, please
Microsoft Flight
review the
Simulator.
Flight deck
exit
door.
responsibilities
Closed and
in the
locked.
safety card
Fuel
provided for
3
you.
0
Please
2
make sure that you are
0
able and
0
willing to perform these
pounds.
actions.
Check.
If you're
Passenger
not, please let a
signs.
flight attendant
Set.
know so that way you can be
MCP
reseated.
speed
Feel free to
1
use your cell phones
6
during the rest of
2
the boarding
heading
process, but we do
1
ask that
7
laptops, tablets,
altitude
and any other larger
3
electronic
3
devices are
0
sealed once we
0
depart from the gate.
0
Thank
Check.
you and welcome
takeoff
aboard.
speeds V1 1
MTP
5
33,000 feet.
3 VR 1 5 5 V2 1 6 2
Set.
CDU preflight
Completed.
rudder and aileron trim
free and
Wind
0.
133 knots.
Taxi and
Gust of 0
takeoff
knots.
briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision lights.
On.
Checklist complete.
All right, so that's
Microsoft Flight Simulator
good.
1. Forms.main row 1 column 228. XRT Lex 1/7 column 338. XRT Lex 1/7.
We'll go
Menu.
here, go
Seven
here, go
Push back.
here.
Pistol attack 1. 2 push style unit 2. Left straight out key crater. 1. 295. Push stop 2. Left straight out key crater. Turbo 3. No turn. Turbo 2. Left straight out key crater. Turbo 3. No turn. Turbo 3. Left. Turbo 3. Left. Turbo 2. Left standard LT crater. 3. Right.
No.
Turbo 3. Right. Turbo 3. Left.
Okay,
Degrees 4. 90. Chop select 5. Left set slash X movement crater.
and then we'll do that, and we'll do that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8. Num lock on.
We've been cleared for push and start. Tail to the right. Copy that. Ready for push, tail right. Release brake rotate.
Parking brake off. Parking brake light off. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8. Pushback row 1 column 228. Pushback dialog FMC display pushback is taxi. XRT Lex 1/7. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Forms.main column 338. Close and checklist proving. XRT Lex Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Brakes released. Here we go.
Start engines. Start engines.
We're ready to go when you are.
Start engines.
Forms.main row 1 column. Forms.main.
Oh, that's my bad. Hold on.
Buttons. Next voice. Close and checklist proving.
Our flight time
Start
will be roughly
engines.
3
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
hours
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
and 20 minutes. Please note the cabin doors now
Start
closed.
engines.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane
Starting
mode
engine
and your
2.
larger devices are now
Engine number
shut
2
down
DRD.
and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight
There we
across your
go.
lap. Your tray tables and seat
Give you
backs
guys
must be
a
in full
passenger
upright
view here real
Engine
quick.
number 2 hydraulic pump low pressure.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call.
Engine number 2 fuel valve light closed. Engine number 2 star valve light closed. Engine number 2 star valve light in transit. Engine number 2.
Got a nice engine
Ladies
sound
and
there
gentlemen,
on
please
startup.
direct your attention to the front of the aircraft
Number 2
for a
generator
safety
active. Number 2 ignition on.
demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
Number 2 starter off.
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several
Drive number 2 light
emergency
off.
exits on this
Engine number
aircraft.
2 auto.
Please take a few moments now to locate
Engine
your
2
nearest
cut out.
exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the
Starting
aircraft,
engine
floor
1.
level lighting will
Engine number
guide
1
you
DRD.
towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow
Here
of
comes
oxygen, pull the
engine
mask towards
1.
you, and place it
Flight
firmly
recorder
over
light off.
your
Captain
nose
Spinity
and
light off.
mouth.
Left elevator Spinity light off. Left elbow main light off. Left tempo light off. Left slash OP.
Strap is necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate, oxygen is flowing
Engine number 1
to the
fuel valve light
mask
closed.
and
Engine number 1 star valve light closed. Engine number 1 fuel valve light in transit. Engine number 1.
If you're
Engine number 1 fuel
traveling
valve
with
light closed.
children,
Engine number
now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask
Number 1 generator
and
active.
then assist others. Keep
Number
your
1
mask
ignition on.
on until a member of the crew
Microsoft Flight
advises you
Simulator
when to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so,
Zero knots ground
open
speed.
the
Number 1
plastic
starter off.
pouch and remove the vest. Push it over your head.
Parking
Wrap the
brake
strap around
on.
your waist and buckle at the front.
Parking brake
Pull
on.
the
Parking
strap
brake light
to
on.
tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when
Drive
exiting
number 1
the
light off.
aircraft.
Engine
If
number
your
1 auto.
life vest does not inflate automatically,
Engine 1
blow
cut
into
out.
the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from
Knee trim
the seat,
disabled.
slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in
Why
their
is
full
it
upright
repeating it
position.
twice?
All
We
engines
remind you
stable.
that this is a non-smoking
Forms.main row 1 column
flight,
228.
and that
Close and
includes
checklist proving. Force RCHKLSD button.
Oh, I know why.
Destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatory.
Because the first
THK
officer.
messages. Send blank. Wasm interface. Lobby. Version wasm.
All
Version 1.
this
Wasm blank.
information
High
can
channel
be
set.
found in the
Messages.
safety
Set
card
code key.
located in the seat back in front of you.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Read it
Microsoft
and
Flight
let
Simulator
cabin
1.33.8.
member know
Right
if you
reserve
have
can on.
any
Left reserve can on. Left
questions.
auto. Right
Thank you for
off.
flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
I'll have to
Apple
turn
turn
off
Apple
the
turn light off.
announcements.
Apple lead off. Engine number 1 con. Engine number 2 con. Taxi light on. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CDU number 1 message light on. CDU number 2 message light on. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. CDU number 1 message light off. CDU number 2 message light off. Transponder mode off. Transponder mode XPNDR. Flaps and transit light on. Transponder mode top. Transponder mode top slash RA. Flaps and transit light off. Flaps extended light on.
All right.
Flaps 5.
Flaps are set. Let's go ahead and...
Forms.main row 1. Close and checklist grouping. Before start CHKLST button. CH message after plan wasn't plan after start completed. Start engines button. After start flow button. Taxi CHKLST button. Pressed.
Taxi
Microsoft Flight
checklist.
Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Generators.
Set.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Isolation valve.
On.
Engine start switches.
Auto.
Recall.
Set.
Auto brakes.
Set.
Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Full back. Full forward. Check. Ground equipment. Checklist complete.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.8.0.
Make sure my mic's muted here. Anti-ice on.
11,100 feet.
Okay, my mic's muted. So now what I'm going to do before I reposition,
Forms.main RTE left star untitled book back column 4 star untitled book land. Site slash 02 and 0 slash 02. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
we're going to be going runway 2.
Star untitled forms.main column 3 close and checklist.
I pause first officer. You can do either one, but
Forms.main. Restart. Configure support company. Buttons. Connect. Voice. Pause.
I
Close and
pause
checklist. Taxi
this.
CHKLST button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.8.0.
takeoff.
Jump to runway dialog. Airport icon label. Airport icon is alt plus A land.
CYEG.
4 runways loaded. For ID, 0 ID, 12, heading, 100 ID, 02, heading, 18, length, 10,944, width, 200, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.
I wait till I make sure it's not dropping
Zero knots
or
ground speed.
none of that crap.
Runway 02 side slash 10,944. 0 knots ground speed.
All right, we're good.
Forms.main row 1 column 2 to 8. Close and checklist grouping. Taxi CHKL. Before start. Before start. Reset config support company. Buttons. Connect. Voice. Pause. Close and checklist grouping.
Approaching runway
Start engine
0,
button. After start
2
flow button. Taxi
on
CHKLST button. Before the
runway
CHKLST
0,
button.
2.
Check the door.
Taxi CHKLS before the CHKLST button. Pressed.
Before takeoff checklist.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Flaps.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Set.
Stabilization trim.
Set.
Checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
Runway 02 side slash 10,944. Left retractable landing light on. Right retractable landing light on. Left fixed landing light on. Right fixed landing light on. Left runway turn off light on. Right runway turn off light on. Position light scope slash steady.
Parking brake off.
Parking brake off. Parking brake light off. Right flight director light on. Auto throttle servos on.
Thrust set.
Check.
Attitude mode enabled.
24 knots.
Read
Cabin
disabled.
lights will begin for departure.
39 knots.
Speed
If you require
aligned.
Check.
additional lighting, there is a
54
reading light on
knots.
the panel above you.
69 knots.
80 knots.
83
Auto
knots.
throttle servos off.
Rings.
96 knots.
Yay. TFM jumped correctly to the runway this
109
time.
knots.
Left 1.
120 knots. 131 knots. 141 knots. 149 knots. 159 knots.
Up 1, up 2, up 3, up 1, up 7, up 8, up 10, up 2.
169
Up 12,
knots.
up 12, up 13, up 14,
Glide
left 1,
slope
left 2.
is alive. NAV1 has
Left 1, up
localizer.
16. Up 17.
Localizer is
Left slope,
alive.
up 18.
Runway heading
Left slope, right, up 17,
106.
up 16, up 15, up 14,
NAV1
up 19,
has
up
glide
15,
slope.
up 17, up 8, up 19.
Airborne.
Glide slope.
Up 18, left slope, right, 17.
176 knots.
3,000 feet. Up 18. Up 17. Up 16. Up 15. Up 14. Up 13. Up 12. Up 11. Up 10. Up 9.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Nose gear light off. Left gear light off. Right gear light off. Gear lever up. Nose gear and transit light on. Up 10. Up 2. Up 7.
VNAV on.
Up 12. Step 1.
VNAV
Up 13.
on.
Nose up 2. Left
Heading
gear and transit light
select
on.
on.
Left 1. Up 14. Up
LNAV.
15.
Acceleration
Up 16.
altitude.
N1 light on. Auto up 17. Heading select light on.
Nav
LNAV light on. Up 18. 4,000 feet. Up 19. Left 2.
Command
Up
A.
18. Up left 4. CMDA light on.
Command
Left 3.
A
Auto 2.
on.
Left 1. Right up 8. Right 3. Right up 7. Right 6. Up attitude mode disabled. Flaps 5. 170 knots indicated. 170 knots indicated. 171 knots indicated. 0. Dot. 171 knots indicated. MCB altitude type intervene button alt plus I. VNAV toggle button press alt plus D. Microsoft Flight Simulator 5177 knots indicated. 183 knots indicated.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
After takeoff checklist.
Oxygen level 68%.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds.
Check.
Packs.
Check.
Landing gear.
Up.
Gear lever off.
Flaps.
Set.
Flaps and transit light off. Flaps
Checklist
extended light off.
complete.
201 knots indicated. Engine number 1 auto. 205 knots indicated. Auto brake off. Left ram door light off. Right ram door light off. Flaps 0. Flaps and transit light off.
All right, I turned off the mic. Let me make sure. Anti-ice on. Okay, we're good. So if y'all was wondering why I did that with the flaps while I waited so long, because of the sensitivity with my yoke. I've got some stuff set on first officer right now where I tell it to turn it on because of stabilization. It's just easier to tell it VNAV, Command A, whatever. I want to make sure we're following this, so let me make sure.
LNAV light off. Amber command data sync. Amber command data sync. Gauge light off. Amber command data sync. Gauge light off. LNAV light off. Auto roll on.
Okay.
Force main row one star untitled book back off. RTE legs 1. RTE 081 degrees 39.0 nm. RTE 081 degrees 38.2 nm.
Okay, we're looking good.
RTE 081 degrees 38.0 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.
Yeah, we're looking good. Good deal. That wasn't bad.
7,000 feet.
Wasn't a bad takeoff. We didn't get no. Now I was wondering about that. Oh, what was it? It kept saying. Oh, you know the pitch. It gave me a message about my pitch on takeoff, but the runway we took off from was 2,400 feet. So.
MCV altitude 33,000 feet. 8489 feet AS. 2635 feet per minute. 249 knots indicated.
Looking good on speed. Turn 49 knots.
Wind 258 knots. Gust of 0 knots.
Wind is only at 8 knots.
48 degrees. 9,000 feet. Distance to descent 1354/0:433.
So yeah, we're looking good. I'm happy with that. So I've got a list of questions here. If Brandon, if you and Josh want to join me on the server and put your thoughts in on some of these questions that I would like to answer for some of the viewers, I'm going to turn the sim down a little bit and meet you guys on the server if you want to meet me up there.
You may now turn on
So
your
let's
larger
turn down the
portable
sim a little bit.
This is also a reminder that
window. Output device movement with device path moving. List RTE like FSFO next to Microsoft Flight Simulator button. Microsoft Flight Simulator button. Slide 40. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30,
onboard
20, 20, 20,
Wi-Fi.
20, 20,
If you
20,
wish to
22,
connect to the
21, 20.
Wi-Fi, you will be required to
We'll
pay
put
a
it on
small
20, that way,
We do
there we
offer
go.
complimentary in-flight
Microsoft Flight Simulator
seating
1.3.
So I'm going to go to the
Folder
server if y'all want to join in and help
Find out more
answer some of these
Team
questions.
viewer 22 of Team Talk 5 Classic 9 of 22.
It's up to you.
Team Talk 5 Classic V5.13. Post manager title Fibulous. Team Talk 5 Classic V5.13.1 dialog. Channel list preview. Join channel level 1 John 101. Level 0 B level 1 beginner pilots. Flight sim training. Microsoft 20. Not flight sim related. See the pilot lounge. 0. Left channel route. Join channel route.
Alright, I'm in the pilot lounge.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
So
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
if y'all want to join, you can. I'm going to pull up these questions I got here. Let's see. I've got them on my laptop, and I've got my
11,000 feet.
laptop on another.
Com 1. 134.7.
Well, it's an earpiece, not a headset, but that way it don't interfere with everything else. So let's see. Actually, you guys might want to join because there's some interesting questions I got here, and it'd be interesting to get your guys' answers. So, Brandon, if you know old age is not caught up with you too fast tonight, you could join us on the server. And Josh, if you want to join, you could join us as well. So, the first question here, I'll go ahead and start. If you guys want to join, you can. If not, that's up to you too.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. BVI pilot slash pilot lounge. BVI pilot level 0. BVI level 1 beginner pilots. Z flight sim. Microsoft pilot lounge. 1. Expanded. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Folder view list. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.
So the question I got here is,
13,000 feet.
Are there any big differences between the 737-700 to the 737-900 or 900ER?
Brandon, the left channel. Brandon, the joint channel.
Brandon just joined us. Hey, Brandon. So,
Hey, how's it going?
let me repeat the question here again, being Brandon just joined us.
14,000 feet.
Basically, a long question short is, what are the differences, if any, between a 700 and the 737-900 to 900ER? So, can you hear me, Brandon?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, so the one thing I can tell you is the difference is the amount of passenger that you can hold on a 700 compared to a 900. It can hold more passengers, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. And the 900ER can go further.
Yeah, and fuel. Fuel is probably the biggest factor between all those is fuel, and I think they're all still pretty similar. So,
yeah, I believe they are.
16,000 feet.
Give that an answer for me, Brandon, and I'll be right back with you guys. Hold on one second.
Okay, yeah, so all these jets are similar as what you were saying, but the extended range one can go further because of fuel consumption. It can hold more fuel, passengers. So that's pretty much what the difference is. I believe the 700 is a smaller jet, but I'm not too sure. Don't hold
17,000
that.
feet.
You know, don't hold me to that. Excuse me, folks. I gotta grab a drink.
Okay, sorry about that, Brandon. Yeah, so
No, you're good.
I think performance might be another factor, and I don't want to say that there's not other differences. And I'm going to look just you guys can just. What is the biggest?
I bet performance does come into play there at some point.
18.
It's got to.
Yeah.
Collapsed. What is the biggest difference?
Let's see what it says.
Clickable main and clickable feature snippets from the web heading. Heading clickable level 3 capacity. The -700 can accommodate 149 passengers in a single class, while the stretch -900 can. Heading clickable level 3 fit up to 220. Range.
Okay, so
Heading clickable level 3 capacity. The -700 can accommodate 104.
capacity. So on the
Heading
regular
clickable level 3 capacity.
700,
The -700 can accommodate 149 passengers in a single.
can accommodate 149 passengers, while the stretch
Heading
900
clickable level 3 capacity. The -700 can accommodate 149 passengers in a single class, while the stretch -900 can. Heading clickable level 3 fit up to 220. Range.
fit up to
19,000 feet. Heading
220.
clickable level 3 fit up to 220. Range. Maximum range for the
Okay, I was
-700 is 3,000.
right.
Up to 200 range.
So the
Maximum
700
range.
is
4.
smaller.
Dash.
And then you got range. For the 700, maximum range
700 is 3,445.
is 3,445 miles,
NM 6,380 kilometers. 6,380
6,380 kilometers,
and 2,008 NM 2,800
and 2,800 NM.
5,185
Nautical miles.
Yep, to
5,185
5,185 kilometers.
dash 900 with its auxiliary fuel.
For the 900 with the auxiliary fuel.
Significant more popular dash 900 code.
Wow.
3,000 NM 3,235 travel code 900
It
dash
says
popular more
the,
significantly thanks significantly
the significantly more popular 900 ER
3,000 NM 5,990
can travel
3,235
3,235 nautical miles, 5,990 kilometers.
2021
Volume down.
clickable link. Heading level 3 Boeing 737 TS link symbol link HD button about this link about feature snippets. Button give feedback on this result. Clickable heading level 2 people also ask.
I think that's the main answer. I don't think there's any other big difference. I think it's
What is
really
the biggest
about.
difference between the B700
Yeah.
Close and checklist proving. Turnaround button.
I think it's about range,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3
size.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. The 900 ER can, you know, as you guys know, you can put the auxiliary tanks, and when you do that,
Which I'm probably gonna do. Well, I'm gonna have to, because I remember you just said there's gonna be a flight when I start.
Yeah, and when you do
it's
that,
gonna
it
require
will.
that.
The difference is going from 30 some odd thousand pounds of fuel up to 51,000 pounds of fuel. So that's the difference there on
that's like
fuel.
a 20% jump.
Yeah, big difference. I don't know that the simulator has that down 100% because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it,
22,000 feet.
you know, like it could have went further. Like with the ER, I've done flights and I'm like that should have went further. But again, it could be a setting too. There's so many daggone settings. You've got to have the settings adjusted correctly, or you won't be able to do that longer trip with the ER.
That's going to be fun adjusting them.
Yeah, well, you just got to go in and you got to
that.
add the auxiliary tanks if you want to use them. And if you don't go in there and add them, then, well, you're not going to do, you know, you're not going to make it that far. Let me see.
Forms.main row 1 column 2 DVI pilot slash the pilot lounge DVI pilot slash the pilot lounge team talk 5. Not flights Microsoft flight sim training 0. Flight new flight index F record conversation references F4 disconnect F references F4 references dialog general display property page connection property page default 0 TCP the sound system property page input sample rate 8000 input device combo box primary sound capture driver collapsed output device combo box primary sound driver collapsed test selected button output device combo box input device combo box primary sound capture driver collapsed.
By the way, if anyone wants to send rain this way to where I'm at, please feel free to do so, because it is so hot.
You said what?
References dialog sound system property page input sample rate 8000
I said if anyone wants to send rain this way to where I am, please feel free to do so.
Output device list speakers razor UX speakers USB audio codec speakers razor UX.
Right.
References dialog enable noise auto position use media voice refresh devices default button OK button cancel button tab control sound system cancel button OK button.
I'm updating my settings here on the server real quick, Brandon. If I go quiet, just wait a second.
OK button.
Right back.
Cancel button. OK button. Press DVI pilot slash.
Can you still hear me? Can you hear me on my headset now?
24,000 feet.
Yes.
Okay. So I will turn off the big mic for a minute.
DVI pilot slash the pilot.
That's what I like about having two mics.
Folder view list. DVI Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
You know, because when you're cruising, you know, you want to get up and do stuff.
Rings.
You don't like to be chained
The
to a
biggest
computer all the
differences
time.
between both models are the wingspan and the capacity and range. 900 is bigger lengthwise.
A wireless headset.
Yeah, the wingspan, Josh, is definitely obviously that gives it a big difference in distance and the amount of fuel.
Yeah, that's part of what we were talking about with range.
Yeah. I didn't actually throw in about the wings, but that is part of it. The design, you know, how big the wings are. But yeah, that's exactly what that is. So, I speaking of Boeing, I think they're working on another, or maybe they already came out. I can't remember which. They're working on another jet, I believe, or they just came out with one. I got to read up on it more.
You know, it's interesting because there's a lot of new aircraft coming out. They're working on things. They're working on aircraft that are supposed to be able to fly quieter.
Yeah, maybe it was that they were coming out with something that was more closer to being like the Airbuses. Maybe that's what I was reading something about the daggone Boeing coming out with a new plane, or I think it had to do with the one that they're coming out with is closer to being like the Airbus and not something along them lines. Anyways, I'll have to look up that.
Yeah.
Where I found that and update you guys on that, because I try to keep up with Boeing because they do so much.
Oh, Boeing's not only doing jet stuff; they're working on stuff for space too.
Oh yeah, they're doing all kinds of stuff. And
speaking of which, the Boeing Starliner, I'm sorry to say, their crew test is not going to be until December 31st.
Which one?
The Boeing Starliner, their crew tests to fly into space.
Oh, yeah. When is that? They changed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they were going to have it on the 21st of this month, but they had to change it to the 31st of December because apparently they were having some issues with the capsule.
Well, you know, I was reading some stuff about SpaceX, and
I wonder how.
The problem is people's got SpaceX has got people on their toes, man, because you got all these other companies now trying to do what they can.
They're trying to outdo them.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll happen, but
I'm hoping that speaking of SpaceX, I'm hoping that Starship launch pad gets rebuilt soon so we can have another test launch, and hopefully not an explosion this time.
Yeah, well, whether people believe it or not, he expected it to happen.
Oh yeah, he did. He even said as much after it happened.
Yeah, but he said he wanted to go ahead and go forward with it, just because, you know. See, here's the thing about him. He doesn't like to set dates and then have to not meet it. He likes to meet the dates that he puts on the table. And, you know.
He gives that old saying, failure is not an option, a whole new meaning.
He really does. This
he really does.
I mean, he's amazing, man. This guy's amazing for everything that he has done, honestly.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
He's actually moving more businesses here to Texas. I know we've got more Tesla stuff coming to the state.
I mean, we're talking about somebody that has made history in so many ways. Changed history, made history.
He really has, like it or not.
I know. There's people that say, oh, he's weird and blah, 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 blah. Well, let's take a look at Albert Einstein. Let's take a look at some of these other people.
Steve Jobs.
I mean, everybody's got factors about them that we're going to be like, oh, that's weird. Or, wow, that's strange. But,
well, the thing about it is, like, the weird ones that have the most far-fetched ideas and who are really thinking outside the box are the ones that make and change history. I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And look at our computer systems for that. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. I mean, they were pretty far out there for their time, and they changed the computing world. That's what Elon Musk is doing for space.
It's wild to think about how some things happen because before...
I love that microwave.
I do too. Before the genius that came out with the iPhone and designed it, before he died,
31,000 feet.
If he would have never done that, it makes you wonder, would we have an iPhone? Who knows?
I would say no.
That's what I would say too, but there were people saying that there were other people that had designs for one, but no, they didn't.
No, there weren't.
Not an iPhone.
Dude, no. The iPhone was not even thought of before Steve said, hey, let's put everything in one device. Like, you would have never... I honestly believe that, hey, he'd not come back to Apple in 97 and, you know, started as CEO again and designed the iPhone. I don't think we would have one today. I think we would be in the world of
Android
phones that are... Well, no, I don't think Android would exist either because Apple really spurred them, I think.
Well, yeah, but they still... I think Android would have been... I think we would have still had Android, but maybe not everything...
It would have been as far along as it is.
Yeah, maybe not as advanced. Right. Yeah, I agree there 100%. But it's just amazing how, you know, people don't think about it, but one person and the thing that they do, and how, well, what if that one person was never here? What if, you know what I mean?
Think about it. Think about this too, Johnny. Like, look at our music industry. Look at the way we consume music now. What did we have before Steve Jobs came out with iTunes? CDs, records, cassettes, all that.
Yep.
And what happened? iTunes comes out, gone are digital, gone
From
are
the flight deck,
physical
we've
media
reached
that
our
we set
cruising
music on.
altitude. The flight attendants will begin their service shortly.
Yeah,
In the
you're right,
meantime,
man. It's
please
amazing.
keep your seatbelts fastened as turbulence can occur at any time.
Making me some.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You're free to get up and use the lavatories. However,
Thing
we
I hate
ask
about
that you
making
do not
chili
form a
is
line
after
at
you
the
make
front of the
it
aircraft.
and the pan comes empty and then you gotta
Gotta
wash the
clean
pan. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I'm putting hot water in it.
I know that.
Gonna let that soak for a little while.
I normally let my stuff soak for about an hour and then dump it.
Yep, that's what I
clean
do.
it easier.
But
I have
we
to do that to my crock pot when I'm cooking stew and stuff.
We've been eating on chili for 2 days, and she
I
told
love
me
chili.
she said finish up the last bow, and I said no problemo. So that's what I'm doing.
I love chili.
Yeah, she's making. She can cook so much, man. She makes a lot of different stuff, but she's making Mexican pizzas.
Oh.
Yeah, she went to college for cooking, so.
I'm surprised she's not a professional chef. If she went to culinary school.
Yeah, she went to college, and then she cooked for her college that she went to. First she went there to study and learn, and then she ended up cooking for them.
I'm gonna have to book me a trip up there to.
You're gonna have to, man.
Come eat some of that
I'm
food with you, man.
She makes a lot of good food, like the goldfish chicken, or the
yum,
twice baked potatoes.
Oh, you are making me so hungry right now.
Man, she can make some food now. I'll tell you. That's a job. Them twice baked potatoes is a job, because you got to cook the potatoes, then you got to take all the potato out of the peeling, mix it in with cheese and bacon or whatever you want, and then put it back in the potato skin.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our flight service.
Cook
we'll be
it
serving
again.
complimentary
So,
drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available
that
for
is
a
a
small
job.
charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
I've had twice baked potatoes once, and it was so good.
Yeah, you have to come up here sometime, because
I definitely will.
You'll go home with an extra 20 pounds, probably.
I believe it.
Let me look here.
I need to get up there anyway. I need to see my cousins. I haven't seen them in several decades.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen my cousins since '97.
Crazy how as you get older, everybody just goes different ways. And I remember when I was a kid, you'd have family reunions all the time. You'd see all your family.
Yep.
Now, if you're in public and you come across someone, you sometimes don't even recognize them.
Your flight crew will be making their way through the cabin with complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and alcoholic beverages for purchase with a valid credit card.
Do they have complimentary beer on that flight?
Yeah, it's alcoholic beverages. So I found out why it's doing double announcements, because first officer does announcements, and I was like,
yeah, I was going to tell you earlier, you might want to turn those announcements off in these packs.
Yeah, I'm going to. But, let's see.
I cannot believe we're almost to August. I am definitely excited about getting back into the cockpit again, simming.
Oh, here we go. I don't see many people ever flying the 737-600. Is there a reason why people don't like to fly it? Or just a plane that no one's really interested in? Well, I can tell you one thing. The 600 is very sensitive. It's fast, but it's... I don't know. I can fly it. I've flown it before, but...
Is it one of those planes that's kind of hard to slow down?
It's... Well, takeoff, if you don't got the right... If you're not set up the right way, takeoff, man, you will shoot up like a rocket. It's like flying a business jet.
Wow. I always wondered why the 600 wasn't really flown too, so I'm glad somebody asked that question.
I'm excited to be able to fly the live wire, and I'm very excited about the Beyond ATC.
Now that is going to be cool.
That's going to be a game changer.
I agree.
Because it's a good study tool. It's a good way to practice without feeling like you're going to mess up. You get good at flying with that, and then when you go to AFAT Sim, you should do pretty good.
You'll be a pro. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be... and it's even going to have settings where you don't have to talk if you don't want to.
Nice.
It will talk for you like it's your co-pilot.
Flying with that.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That fly-by-wire is going to be awesome to fly.
It really is. Well, Nala had her a snack, and now she is out like a light.
I'm sure she enjoyed every bit of it too.
Well, she loves outdoor, and she was outdoor off and on all day, and so she got to wear herself out.
That's good.
Yeah, I was reading about her. She's a Bernese. She's Bernese.
I've never heard of that breed.
A Bernese mountain dog mixed with a Great Pyrenees. So these dogs can get up to about 115 pounds.
Wow.
But where she's mixed with this other mountain dog, they can get up to like 130 pounds.
I've never even heard of that breed of Bernese mountain dog.
Yep. And I was reading about them today. It said that they're very highly intelligent, family orientated, and protective over their owners.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Between having this pit, Willow, and Nala, well, I'd feel sorry
for anybody who tries
Mackenzie
to come
Estep.
Yeah, me too.
Hi everyone.
Mackenzie Estep says hi everyone.
Hello.
Little Miss Mackenzie.
Well, I'm glad she's tuned in.
She's like the tetanus shot that you get every year. Or not every year, but every time you get cut and you need to, get a shot, she's that tetanus shot. They're right, Mackenzie. You guys had to watch the video I uploaded.
Mackenzie Estep. Haha, you're funny.
Where I landed the name of that airport now. Daggone it.
Edmonton.
Yeah. Edmonton International. It looked like the flight was going to mess up because it kicked off my autopilot when I went to Command B. Command B didn't come on the way it was supposed to have. Then I got it to come on when I got to 1,000 feet. Did my landing checklist. Got landed with a -8 or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good landing. Any of them runways is higher up like that. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. It's a different. It's different from landing on a runway that's 10 feet on altitude or 20 feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got landed. It was good. It was a good flight.
NAV1 has localizer.
That's awesome.
Localizer is alive.
I didn't go
Runway
live
heading
because I was having too much
79.
trouble with FS Airlines. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, that it was going to do okay. I see you, Willow. I see you, girl. But you don't get no chili.
Food.
Chili does not mix with dogs. Feeding chili
No,
to
it does
dogs
not.
equals a very bad mess.
Bad disasters.
Yes.
Yeah, we've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing, Mackenzie? I love getting them the peanut butter Crustables. Because when you have chili, man, you don't got to worry about making the sandwich. You just go and get one out, let it thaw, and there
Nothing,
you go.
just watching TV.
Oh, I know it. Should get me some more of those because I love those things. Especially if I want something quick to eat. I don't really feel like cooking. I can just pull it out, let it thaw for about 30 minutes.
Kroger's has got strawberry and they've got grape. I like the strawberry better than I do. Grape's okay.
Mackenzie Estep. And you?
I haven't tried the strawberry ones. I guess I should.
Come on. Get up here. The dogs had a bath today.
Oh boy.
Actually, it was real simple.
Mackenzie Estep. The strawberry ones are good.
Kendi said the strawberry ones are good. We've got a walk-in
Yeah,
shower, so for the dogs to get in there, Willow just walks in and sits down. Funny story about that. First time we got Willow, I went in there to take a shower. I'm standing there and I'm showering. All of a sudden it got cold, because you know how if you pull the curtain back, the cold air comes in, you're like, oh man. Well, it got cold and I'm like, what the heck? I look down and Willow is sitting in front of me in the shower, just sitting there taking in the water like, oh, this feels good. Looking up at me. Decided she was going to shower with me. I'm like, no, we are not, no,
Silly
no,
dog.
not today.
See, that's unusual because there are some dogs that do not. I mean, they do not like when you give them a bath. They will do everything they can not to get a bath. They'll run away. They'll fight you.
Yeah, she loves showers.
And
the puppy got bathed in the
few of
sink.
those.
She bathed her puppy, Nala. Got bathed in the sink today, and it was her first bath because she's only 9 weeks, so.
Aw, just a baby.
You ought to see her though. her paw is probably almost as big as your hand.
Wow.
And that's not exaggerating. Is it, Kenzie?
Oh my gosh.
Her paws are almost as big as your hand. Bet you.
My hands are pretty big. Wow.
Yeah.
If it's as big as my hand, those are some serious paws.
Mackenzie Estep.
And paws say it all.
No, not at all. They're big.
Oh yeah.
If you look at the puppy's paws, you can usually get a good idea of how big is this dog going to be.
Yep.
Willow, you're staring a hole through me. You're not getting no chili.
She's like, if I stare at him long enough, he'll give me some. He'll give in and give me some chili.
Trust me, you won't like the aftermath.
Yeah, neither will you.
And it's, well,
Because
no.
you gotta clean it up.
No, I will not. You're right. And it's spicy, so she probably won't like that neither.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that definitely would not be good.
Oh man, it would be so bad.
It really would.
But yeah, as soon as you get your stuff. The cool thing, you can go live on your channel at the same time that we go live on BVI.
Nice.
Because obviously you'll be on your computer, so you can start your stream. I can start the other stream and be able to, you know, stream to, you know, your channel as well. That way, if you want to, you'll have that ability. The other thing I was going to tell you, whenever you're streaming on BVI Pilots, you can actually add an extra stream to where you could stream on your channel at the same time when you're streaming on BVI.
Oh nice, I could add my Twitch channel?
Yep, because the account that I have, you can stream to multiple connections.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I might actually do that.
Yeah. Here.
Man, this is going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, you know, man, we've came such a long ways.
We really have.
Unfortunately for you, your computer took a major badonkadonk.
Yeah, well.
And you had to step out on simming for. Do you even know when it was you last did a flight?
I do. May of 2021.
Did you just say 2021?
Yes.
Holy. Well, yeah, because you left. You went out to wherever it was to be with your princess. That ended up not being a princess.
Yeah, she was more of a demon.
But yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, my gosh. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's been too long. I need to get back into it.
Soon, my friend.
And we've also got some, and the good thing is, when I do get this machine, it'll be good enough so I can play other games, which we've got some games coming out next month that I'm actually looking forward to playing.
What games?
We got Madden coming out. We've got one called, I think it's called Family of Blossoms.
Now, is that through Steam or what?
I don't know.
124.30.
And we got Mortal Kombat in September.
Well, that's Xbox,
that's
ain't it?
accessible to play. Well, that's going to be Xbox and PC.
And the Madden football is PC?
Oh yeah, it's going to be cross-platform.
Because I really would like to get started in a season with the football.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing a league, but
yeah,
we've all, like I said, we got that. We got Mortal Kombat September. October, we've got Forza Motorsports, which I'm looking forward to playing myself, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Full-on accessibility.
That's PC too, isn't it?
Yep.
I thought that was already able to be played.
Not fully.
Oh.
See, the difference with this one is we're going to be able to fully play. We're going to have audio cues. We're going to have audio description. We're going to have narration.
I think it gives you like a co-pilot that tells you when to turn and stuff.
I think it's going to.
Because I remember some people that was testing it, and I think that was one of the things. But I can't remember fully. I just hope we don't got to go through Steam. I mean, it's
no, I don't believe we're going to have to go through Steam for all of these.
Yeah.
I don't like Steam either.
So yeah, we're doing another flight. The one we're doing now, we left Edmonton and we're headed to oh gosh, CYYZ.
Calgary.
No, that ain't Calgary.
Toronto? No.
Toronto, yes. Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie Yankee Zulu. Charlie Yankee Zulu. CYYZ.
Okay, yeah, that's Toronto.
Yeah. And it looks like I got a really nice transition at that one.
Nice.
You know, I've not done any, and I'm not going to, but remember when I used to do them long flights to freaking, remember that first flight I did that one time? It was like 12 hours, 14 hours.
Yeah,
where
like
was
it?
it?
Was somewhere in China or Russia.
No, it was Russia. Russia. I don't do Russian flights, even in the sim. I don't support them. None.
You know what? And I just about died laughing when you did it too, because you told me the next day, you're like, I was on VATSIM and I got a Russian controller and they didn't speak a word of English. I was just, I
remember? And they didn't want to give me clearance to land, and I landed anyways. I'm like, sorry, dude, if I can't understand you, that's your problem, not mine.
Yep.
I wonder in Microsoft, with everything going on in Canada, if they've got updated scenery where it's reflecting on the imagery, you know, the imaging, the views.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if it's matching that foggy haze that, because you fly over Canada right now and that's a lot of that's what you see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is unfortunate.
It's an interesting
really
question.
Because, you know, Microsoft goes off the latest snapshots, satellite snapshots.
Yeah.
Rings. Did you all see the website I promoted in the WhatsApp group today? It's a site that helps you choose flights based on VATSIM ATC coverage, among other things such as weather.
No, I didn't see the web page, Josh. You want to post it in the chat and I'll throw it in our description. It's a site that is based on ATC controllers, like where they're at, based on weather.
Yeah. Where to? Yeah.
That'd be an interesting, handy little site.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, where you at? You're not saying much. Of course, you are a, spawn of me, so you're just being quiet, sitting back, waiting to strike.
Apparently the wildfires in Canada are depicted as black smoke in the sim.
Oh, Josh just said that the fires in Canada are depicted as black smoke in the sim. Well, that's what it is. In real life, it's...
wow.
That's amazing.
Yes. I forgot about that. Yeah, they are having horrible wildfires. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely amazing.
I believe they're finally getting them under control, but there's so much smoke, man. It's awful.
Oh, it's bad. It is very bad.
There's going to be a lot of health issues for people up there, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to cut out for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
It's when I turn a certain way when I'm outside. If I turn the wrong direction, it will. There we go. But yeah, I really feel bad for the families there. I really do. Do what?
I said the more the planet warms, the worse these are going to get. And did you know, speaking of that, we have for several consecutive weeks this month, we have been the warmest we've been in over 100,000 something years.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Since before pre-industrial revolution.
That's pretty crazy.
We smelled it here in Jersey when they started back in May.
Josh said they could smell it in Jersey
Apache
when it started.
I'm not surprised.
And NYC is getting it again. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I've been
That's
hearing all about that. Hazy skies and health issues there. It's bad.
Well, there were people in Ohio that had to stay indoors even.
Wow.
But Canada's not far from Ohio. That's the thing.
No, it's not. It's not. I feel bad for them, and I also feel bad for the poor people in Vermont because they're getting hellacious rain, like flooding.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are getting rain, but I think Kentucky's getting hammered with rain too.
We've had some, but it's not been. It's been off and on.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's been out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
If you can find it, I got a really good book for you to read. It's called The Coming Global Superstorm, and it describes weather phenomenon exactly like what we're experiencing.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I can hear the race cars, even though I'm in the country. It's out here where I live. They have races every week, and I can hear them inside my house.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not super far
There must
away.
be a speedway not too far.
Yeah, there's a track that they use.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll go to Toronto tonight, and then tomorrow we'll head back to the United States with the jet. I don't know where we'll go, but
How about Houston?
I was just thinking that I could go to Houston. It's usually a good place to fly.
Well, you could go to Houston or Austin, New Orleans.
I know. I'm just glad that the freaking sim landed on the runway the right way this time, because gosh, that was getting old, man.
You know, when I watched you take off the other night, and your yoke came loose, I was like, oh boy, we're gonna have all sorts of problems here.
Yeah, I mean, and when that happens, like I said, when something like that happens and it messes up my flight, usually I will not stay on and do it again. I'll,
yeah.
You know.
I could tell you were getting really frustrated because you were like, come on. Like, I don't blame you. I would have been too. Like, this is crazy.
Well, like I said, Microsoft, me and Declan both said it. They need to make it where it's accessible to freaking make them adjustments.
Yeah.
Because right now it's not. You have no way other than getting somebody to help you to adjust sensitivity, and for some reason, I don't know what they got to do, but I wish they would fix it where you can actually make the adjustment and it tell you what you're doing, you know.
Yep. I hope they do fix it.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing like a good, nice tall glass of iced tea to beat the heat.
That's a good drink when it's hot.
And man, has it ever been hot. It's still hot. Let's see what the temperature is. It is... Well, if my phone will work. Wow, it's almost 11 o'clock at night here, and it's still, according to my phone, 90 degrees.
It's crazy, ain't it?
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
We have to deal with that for months on end, and it gets super hot during the day. It kind of makes it uncomfortable to sleep at night.
Yeah, I gotta have a fan when I sleep. I can't. I gotta have air hitting me.
I think I'm gonna have to put one in my room.
Rings. I really hope Update 13 brings progress in that direction. Jurg said accessibility improvements in a video today when discussing upcoming changes, but didn't elaborate on them.
I guess there's some accessibility improvements. Josh said he didn't elaborate on what it was going to be, but hopefully that'll be one of them.
I really hope so. Because it would be nice if it was.
Heck yeah. I mean, some of the little stuff, you know, I don't care about, but stuff that we really need, you know,
Yeah.
like making adjustments like that, it's important. And
it's very important.
When we can't do nothing about it, it becomes kind of a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I'll give them credit because they are getting a lot done. They've done a lot.
I'm amazed at how much they're doing, actually.
I'm glad they fixed the airport and stuff, where you can actually
Oh, I know.
You know, go in there and update that stuff.
Yep.
Let me see what the time here says. I can. Let's see.
Distance to descent, 922/0:148.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. I could probably 148 until descent, so that ain't too awful bad.
1 hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, something I'm going to tell people is, you know, somebody was asking about that the other day, and I never did collaborate on it, but when you first take off, you know, and you're only at, say, I don't know, 1,000 feet, don't depend on the right bracket. You know, when you do right bracket shift D
Distance to descent, 914.
for distance for descent, that's going to change once you get to your cruise altitude, and usually it's going to be a bit different from what it says when you're only at 1,000 feet, because maybe you're having to turn a completely different heading during this climb. So, you know, it's best. I'll look at it while I'm climbing to get a rough idea, but I always go back and look once I get to, you know, cruise altitude and stuff. Then I'll go back and look at it, because usually it's different. But
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it don't change much at all, but
yeah.
So a little off-topic conversation here for a second. I just got done doing a report on one of our pharmacies down here. Because of the way that this pharmacy treats people when they're there getting medications, they automatically assume, oh, well, that person's taking that medicine just because they want to get the buzz, or, you know, and I've always said it, no pharmacy should ever act that way to someone there getting medication that's helping them.
No, they shouldn't.
You know, like the doctor said, granted,
very
you know, yes, they have people that do that exact thing, but you can't treat everybody that way because of somebody else's actions.
Yeah, that's very unprofessional to do that.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, me, for the most part, I don't say nothing about nothing unless it becomes out of control or ridiculous. And there's a guy that works at that pharmacy, and he's always been so rude to people.
Wow.
That same guy one time actually tried to go and at the drive-through window, he acted like he was going to go through the window and hit somebody.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because they told him about himself. And
well,
I thought, go ahead, buddy, you do that.
Sorry, some people don't want to hear about themselves, but the truth hurts. You know?
Well, and he was just being absolutely just nasty to people. It's like, man, you don't like your job, go somewhere else.
Go find a different one.
Yeah.
I've had to tell a few people that. I had a experience in college where we had a cafeteria person, and I just asked a simple question. I said, "What kind of fries are those?" "Oh, they're steak fries." Like, they answered really rudely, and I said, "Ma'am, I can tell you don't like your job, so why don't you see if you can go find a different one that might suit you a lot better, because that was very unprofessional, very rude of you."
I hate when people get like that. I do.
I do too. It's uncalled for.
Yeah, it is. Nobody, look, we don't make people get jobs. You work wherever it is you wanted to work. So,
yep.
You don't like it, you leave. Go somewhere else. And if you can't, then you better wake up real quick.
Yep. I remember my mom one time, we went to a dentist and we had somebody rude in there. I think it was one of the assistants. And I don't remember what it was, but I remember she flat out told the lady, she's like, "Your people skills absolutely suck." Like, she literally said that.
Yeah.
"You need to go get some people skills." I was like, "Oh, she said that."
Well, sometimes that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta tell people about themselves.
Yep.
In order for them to either change, get a different job. One or the other.
Exactly.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Distance to descent, 864/0:142:5. Division 17, Manitoba, Canada, Central Standard Time.
Division 17, Manitoba, Canada. I hate them divisions they do.
Oh, wow.
I never know where
Dolphin, Manitoba,
those
Canada.
are.
Dolphin, Manitoba, Canada, 25.3.
Dolphin, Manitoba.
Yeah,
Dolphin, Manitoba, Canada, 25.2 nautical miles, 37
I
degrees.
think Canada is divided into
Wind, 305 at 49 knots.
provinces and
Minus 57 degrees.
territories, if I remember right. It's kind of weird.
Anti-ice on. Anti-ice on.
Wing anti-ice on, left anti-ice valve open, right anti-ice valve open, engine number 1 anti-ice on, left valve open, engine number 2 anti-ice on, right valve open.
Yeah, we need that on because
Minus 57 degrees.
we're at minus
Is
57
it
degrees.
cold? Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
EVI pilot / pilot lounge teams forms. Main column 3 of 9.
Definitely need that on.
Close and checklist grouping. Turn around button. Edit red only selected. Reflight flow. Close and checklist grouping. Turn around button. Secure flow button. Shut down CHKLST. Shut down flow button. After landing flow button. Landing CHKLST button. After landing flow button. Shut down flow button. Shut down CHK. Shut down flow button. After landing flow button. Landing CHKLST button. Forms.main. After landing flow button. Landing CHKLST button. Descent CHKLST button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Well, at least everything's working good tonight.
That's good.
You know, one of the most important things about your flight is your transition when you get to your destination. That transition is so important. And if you're
That's
looking
very
at a
important.
transition and you know it's going to be bad, change it. Change
Pick a
it before
different
you
one.
even get there. That way you can go through and get your leg page, you know, fixed the way it needs to be, and you're not trying to do it all at the last minute.
Yep.
Now, I usually do my descent checklist probably 20 minutes before descent. That's usually what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so. But, we'll see how this flight works out tonight. We'll come and do another one tomorrow.
Definitely.
Like I said, it won't be long, and we'll go do some of them shared cockpits.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Especially since we got multiple CDUs.
Well, and the program's pretty easy to use too.
That's good.
And you can do it to where you don't got to do all that port forwarding. There's certain ways you do it you would have to, but you do the Cloud Connect and you ain't got to do all that crap.
Awesome. That'll make it so much easier.
Yeah, I need to get with Josh and do one. I know he's wanting to do it.
Rings. Have you flown at Midway recently? I'm getting the bouncing after jumping to a runway there.
Midway. What airport code is that, Josh?
KOR. No, that's O'Hare.
Or at least when he typed it, the reader said Midway. I wonder if it's... Well, I don't know anything. It'd be MW though, so...
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, which one are you talking about, Josh? You said you're getting some bouncing and stuff going on at that one.
Rings. KMDW.
Oh, KMDW.
Oh, okay.
KMDW?
Sounds about right.
Let me look at that and make sure it's what you said, but if it is, I did a flight there.
Microsoft Forms.BVI pilots tag RTE leg 1/6 star untitled notepad column restream chat column 36 restream chat row clickable menu buttons up clickable type of message edit clickable KM2315 KMDW
KMDW. No, it's been a while since I've done that one.
KMDW.
I never
need to write that
Microsoft
one down.
Forms.BVI pilots tag RTE leg 1/6 star untitled notepad column 2609 star land MCP altitude 33 cruise height easy flight land sites land
KMDW.
KMDW land Restream chat row 1 column 2 of 9. Restream chat row 1 column 1. Star untitled Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
I'm gonna jump out of here with my phones.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
I'm gonna go eat something. So, yeah.
Restream chat row 1 column 2 of 9.
Alright,
Star
brother,
untitled
well,
BVI Forms.main row 2. BVI pilot slash pilot lounge team talk BVI
thanks
pilot.
for popping up. And,
Glad to be here.
yeah, so we'll do another flight tomorrow. Hang out for a little bit if you want. And,
Awesome.
BVI pilot slash pilot lounge.
see
BVI
what
pilot
we
slash
get
pilot
into.
pilot
So,
lounge team talk 5.
alright, Brandon, take it easy,
BVI
buddy.
pilot slash pilot lounge.
You too. We'll see you later. You have a good night.
Yep.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Distance to descent 808/0:135.
135.
Restream chat row 1 column 2 of 8. Star untitled notepad column 3 forms.main column 4 of 8. At RTE lex 1/6 row 2 column 1 5 of 8. At RTE lex 1/6 dialog FMC display at RTE lex 1/6 106 degrees 17.8 nm1. VLR.78//Florida 330 101 degrees 189.2 nm2. 5.789/Florida 330 110 degrees 196.2 nm3. Bit.790/Florida 330 117 degrees 260.6 nm4. At RTE lex 1/6. At RTE lex 1/6. At RTE lex 1/6 101. VLR.78//Florida 330 102 5.789. At RTE lex 106 degrees 15.0 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Alright, there we go.
At RT Restream chat column 338. Star untitled notepad column 448. Forms.main row FS Airlines column ops 29.1.3 ops 29.1. Start virtual camera checkbox not checked. Start recording checkbox not checked. Stop streaming checkbox checked. Microsoft folder view list. Google Chrome free of Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
guys. Hold on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Where's your quiet? That's behind the wing. That's in front of the wing. Behind.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
pause my mic for a few. Be back here shortly. Call Crystal Active.
12:09 a.m. Distance to descent, 684/0:123. Com 1, 124.00.
Center tanks below 1,000 pounds.
Left center fuel pump off. Right center fuel pump off. Com 1, 132.20. Com 1, 132.12. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Distance to descent, 483/0:059. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point. Slope 1255. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Distance to descent, 475/0:058. Ops 29.1.3 profile. At RTE legs 1/5 column 3. At RTE legs 1/5 dialog FMC display. At RTE legs 1/5 1. At RTE legs 1/5. Approach rev 1/1. Approach rev 1. Coast 1. Land 2. CY3. IL 4. 109.70/057 degrees slash. IL 054. 109.70/057 degrees slash. IL 053. 11,120 FT 3,389 M40 degrees 144 KT. 30 CYYZ05. Approach rev 1/1. Approach rev 1. Coast 1. Land 2. CY3. IL 4. 109.70/057 degrees slash. Minute rev button mode plus I. FMC display IL 053. 11,120 FT 3,389 M40 degrees 144 KT. Minute rev button mode plus I. FMC display at red only plus home free. Delete button mode refresh button mode delete button FMC display at red only plus home free. 11,120 FT 3,389 M40 degrees. Approach rev 1. Coast 1. Land 2. CY3. IL 4. 109.70/057 degrees 40/144. Even test 1. Land 6. Less forecasting now greater. Active forecast 1/1. Land 6. Low greater. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CPU number 1 export key available. CPU number 1 message light on. Left FMC light off. At RT legs 115 degrees 60.1 nm. 1. Bit 0.789/4 115 degrees 59 1 bit 117 2 object 0.791 at RTE leg 1 2 103 104 dot at 0.790/4 330 135 degrees 22 at RTE legs 1/5 at RTE legs 1/5 115 degrees 57.1 nm 1 bit 0.789/4 330 115 degrees 56.9 nm 1 bit 115 degrees 56.9 nm at RTE legs 1/5 1 bit 0.78 117 2 object 133 degrees 30.3 nm Nickel 134. Contact 0.790/4 330. 5. 2.790/4. At RTE legs 1/5. At RTE legs 1/5. 115 degrees 52.1. 102. Object 0.790 101. Bit 0.789/4 330. 115. At RTE legs 1/. At RT 101. 102. 103. 104. Contact 0.790/4 330. 4. Contact points 4. 134 degrees 27.8 nm selected. At RTE legs 1/5. At RTE leg 1 bit 0.78 1 104. Contact 0.790/4 330. At RTE legs 1/ Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight. descent. 424/0:050. Act RTE 1/501. Act RTE 1. Act RTE 111. Bit.789/Florida 330. Act RTE 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8. Ops 29.1.3 profile. Untitled restream chat row 2 column 1 star untitled book forms.name column 3 forms.name CHKLST descent CHK after takeoff CHKLST descent CHKLST button. Pressed.
Ready for the approach
Act RTE
briefing?
1/5 Microsoft
Okay,
Flight Simulator Microsoft
we're
Flight Simulator
expecting the
1.3.
ILS approach for runway 05. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use auto brakes 3. We can expect to park at gate 7-1. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC
Alright.
instructions on the runway heading.
50
Any questions?
minutes, folks.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Check.
Recall.
Set.
Auto brake disarm. Auto brake 1. Auto brake 2.
Auto brakes.
Set. 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 On.